First of all, I'm really happy you took this class. I have others coming from ISB, so I hope they're going to have a good time. And I just wanted to know, fresh out of you, what your experience is. This is Adrianna. She's a teacher at ISB.
I think whenever you have the chance to create something or the opportunity to understand the process behind how to make something, it gives you a new perspective and also makes you appreciate these things more. So the chance to make jewelry, I've always worn jewelry, but I haven't really created it. So it gives you a new perspective and an appreciation, which is great.
Have you been involved with handcrafts before of any kind?
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, I've always been big into sewing and just making different crafts or different recycled projects or do-it-yourself.
So you've done a few things. This is not your first experience, and so you've sort of dabbled in the arts before,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
And can you tell me something, some insight about what your insights were about doing this work? Did you anticipate a lot of this, or is there a lot any surprises in the whole making process?
I was actually surprised at how simple it was, and I don't mean to sort of belittle
how direct it was.
Art,
yeah.
Because I know it can become quite complex and more. But when I came in, I had no idea. I was like, I don't even know how to make a simple band or how to do anything. So I was expecting it to be, I think, even more complicated. So the way you were able to explain everything, I can tell you were a teacher because you were able to explain everything
that's nice.
step by step so that it seemed like it was very accessible. And I was pleased the fact that I could make these two pieces. And
were you fascinated when I heated the silver up? You know how hard it was to bend it? But then you saw when I changed the structure of it just by heating it, and it's called annealing. Was that a surprise to you a little bit?
Not so much, just because I've seen some of that in like different science experiments and stuff, working with different metals. But I was surprised at how quickly the bands change shape when you just hit it slightly. When I was trying to do the detail, how much it expanded. So that made me a bit nervous as I was putting the detail in. I was like, oh, it's going to make the ring too big.
Huh?
Yeah.
So she made two very simple bands with a hammered finish. All right. And actually, when she sent me, Adrianna sent me this before she came here to experience the lesson. But when I saw how simple they were, I was very comfortable that it absolutely would be.
Yes.
In fact, I thought you'd have a lot of time left over. So that's why I made you do a lot of polishing.
That was great, though.
So I mean, it's super finished. It's just the way it should be. And later on, I can engrave these inside with your name on it or anything, So what about continuing and learning more? Is this going to be your last experience, or do you think
it'll be my last experience? I don't.
You can make presents now for Christmas.
Make presents, but also sharing, like, and encouraging other people to sort of try it. Right, it's always fun. It's accessible. You can do it if you want to.
Well, I was very happy that you chose to do it, and I thought that a lot of people who do this, they do it once and they get really hooked into it, So if you wanted to continue on your own, I mean, at home, after about 6 lessons, I would say you could do that. And the whole investment, like I told you before, would be 15,000 baht.
Okay.
So that's almost nothing to get into it. That's less than $400 to get into a hobby.
Yes.
So this is very good. So I'm happy. And why did you choose this? I never asked you that. Why did you choose 2 simple bands like that and not some more sculptural and complicated project is this your style? You like things that are rather simple like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. And I also like just even when my clothing choices tend to be just a plain color.
Very simple, huh?
But I think the simple bands or the simple earrings or something can say a lot in their own way. I do also like rings with stones or rocks or sort of natural looks to them.
So, and do you collect jewelry that's mostly silver, or do you like to buy gold too?
I've always predominantly been drawn towards silver, but recently I've started getting some more gold things. I think I had a few gifts. Yeah. And I started wearing more gold, and then I was like, oh, I like this too. But I feel like I'm drawn to silver initially.
Well, I want to. I thank you for
Thank you.
coming here.
Thank
I'm
you.
very happy that you did. And this is another thing. And this is a question I always leave out, but I want to get in. Did you think there was value for your money? Do you think for the charge, 3,500 baht, you paid a deposit of 300 baht? Did you think there's value for your money? Honestly, now, give me a.
No, I think so, because not only do I get the opportunity to learn how to make it and the one-on-one guidance, but you provided all the materials and lunch, and it just seemed, yeah.
So there was value
It was a
in
great
it?
way to spend my Saturday. I get to learn something new. I get to walk away with something I created.
Oh, that's nice.
And I also like how you let me sort of make all my decisions. Even though it was a simple band, you still were like, okay, what details do you want?
Yeah,
which is
because
good.
these
Like
things
it.
are so personal, and you wear them. They're very intimate.
Yes.
And you should make all the decisions,
Yes,
you
no,
know.
I like that.
And I've had people before manufacture something, and they said, "Oh, I wanted it thinner." I said, "Then why didn't you tell me?" You know. But I like bands that are not too thin. These are substantive. They're the gauge that most bands are, 15 gauge. So, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks again. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.